Do you have a narcissistic father? It's kind of easy to tell if you do. Narcissistic dads, they tend to be very authoritarian, neglectful, and just plain old selfish beyond anything you can imagine. Narcissistic dads are interesting because they inflict different emotional trauma on their children than narcissistic mothers do. For daughters of narcissistic fathers, my research shows that it's almost 100%, at least one time in your life, if you are the daughter of a narcissistic father, that you will date or have a serious relationship with a narcissistic partner. It doesn't matter if you date women or men, you will wind up at some point in your life in a serious relationship with a narcissist because having a narcissistic father as a young girl sets up within your mind this I need to please mentality. You're always trying to garner the attention of someone who doesn't have time for it. You will find partners who never find you quite good enough, quite pretty enough, quite smart enough, because that is the relationship you had with your narcissistic father. For sons of narcissistic fathers, good luck in trying to become a man because your entire life is predicated on you being less than. The narcissistic father always sees the son as a failure of his manhood. Like, how can this come from me? You will never be me. You don't represent me. Those are the feelings that come from a narcissistic father toward their children, their son especially. For a narcissistic father, all love is conditional towards his son. You must jump through certain hoops, you must earn certain privileges. You are not enough. And this isn't just like having a strict dad who maybe if you want a new bike says you got to earn half the money of it, where he's trying to teach you a lesson in gratitude and appreciation. No, everything must be earned from a narcissistic father. A hug, a smile, a kind word. A narcissistic father gives no positive feedback for free. And even when they do give positive feedback, it's often negative, like, you could have done better. I would have done better. Narcissistic fathers are cold and show very little emotion. And if you, as the son of a narcissistic father, you show any emotionality, then you are weak. They will invalidate you, they will call you soft, and they will try and turn you into the narcissistic monsters that they are. And unfortunately, for the sons of narcissistic fathers, very often they do grow up to be narcissistic men themselves, or they become workaholics bent on trying to prove to their fathers that they are worthy men. They will become sometimes overly alpha and super macho, where they have to constantly be peacocking and show the world how great they are. And all this is just to fill the empty void of love and validation that their narcissistic father left within them. And this can go on for a lifetime. The sons of narcissists trying to forever get that love that never comes. A dad should be a hero, not a villain. But in the case of narcissistic fathers, it is the other way around. And so, unfortunately, when people ask me, what do I do about this narcissistic person in my life? And unfortunately, the answers are always the same. It's you have to get away from them. They don't change, they don't mature, they don't get better. They just continue to play the same games over and over again. If you confront them, they'll gaslight and they'll say, I don't know what you're talking about. Or they'll pretend to change for a little while And then before you know it, you're back in the same negative cycle all over again. Narcissists don't change. They need their narcissistic supply like a vampire needs blood, and you are their victim. So get as far away from them as you can. Don't speak to them. Get into therapy, get some help, and try and heal. And remember that no matter what a narcissistic parent might say to you, you are enough. You did do well enough. And you can and will do better in this life if you try and apply yourself to it. Their opinion of you is not based in reality. Thank you for listening. You have a